table.
I know. See, you actually. I know you're actually sitting close to me, which I like. Yeah, he literally sits on the corner like.
He said he doesn't want to get sick.
I'm not even sick. I don't know why he does it. Anyway,
that's cool.
Did we already get the countdown?
Yes, it's going.
We're good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to know this, nephew. How do you feel about How do you feel about people who do not like their jobs? How does that make you feel? You're ordering something and you could just.
Great question, because I was talking to somebody at work about it today. I think you got to take into perspective if you would want to do that job. Because I could go to McDonald's and I could not like how they're working this drive-through, but do I want to go back there and dunk some fries? Hell no. So they're doing a job that nobody wants to do. You got to work with them on their level of effort, on their quality. Because I don't want to do it. I want to eat it, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's why I tell workers I appreciate them when I order late night.
Yeah.
Do you? You tell them that? I appreciate you working here?
Particularly when Sonic is still open, and I'm like the last person to get an order.
You know what?
them.
But Sonic, the one right here on 55th and Merriam, they're
hate
good.
Too much. Okay, I was going to say.
No, they're good. What do you think?
You have a record for hating Sonic.
But when you tell someone that you appreciate them, they look at you like,
and then they might want to not do their job.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
So especially with like food though, so say it's a Sonic, if you go in there and you order a burger, they gotta re-clean they can't clean the grill until they're done making your food. So if you just push their closing duties back by 30 minutes, I know at CarMax, if somebody walks in at 8:55 and we close at 9, but they're trying to buy a car,
you guys have to stick around.
I've been there until 11:30 one time. Yeah, some people need a car for work the next morning. It's a
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They needed a car for work and to get their kid to school, and it was all right. Let's do this. We're gonna handle it. But that keeps my business office to do all the paperwork. That keeps my inventory team to get the car ready. Like, it's not just one person, so you just got to think of everything that's going into it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where we've done that as well. We've gone into some place and we're actually there later than what we're supposed to. Maybe it was Blockbuster back in the day when we used to go for movies. You remember that? Going there for movies and just keep looking and it's on.
That was back when you had to read the back of all of them to get the full synopsis. You know?
Yeah. Was it the VHS box? And I can't remember. Were the tapes in the box already, or were they like in the back?
They were in the back. They
were in the
didn't
back.
trust anybody.
All
they were in
of
the
them?
back.
Yeah. See, I think maybe when it
was brand new, like the week or two they came out.
The new ones.
That's what
the old ones that was probably still inside them on the shelf, but there wasn't that many. But
not rewound yet.
All the new releases. Yeah, you needed a pencil.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember the times that they'd say, "Next time, can you rewind this tape for us?" And they put it in their little
sticky note in there to say rewind it,
and they'd sit there and rewind it for you. They used to get upset about that. But no, I was just bringing that up because sometimes they just. I mean, like I went through the drive-thru at Panera, right? And I asked for a sandwich, and I get to the window, and I have to check my sandwich. So I grabbed the sandwich and I opened the box. I'm like,
the whole thing.
I was like, I wanted my egg over easy, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, but we don't do that anymore." I wanted so bad to say, Can I show you guys how to do it? Can I show you how to make it over easy? Speaking of over easy egg, Chris is good at making over easy eggs. He does it at the right temperature.
But you took the burger.
But it was a sandwich.
Oh, you took the sandwich and you ate it and you were just fine, right?
Yeah, it was just fine, but it was just scrambled, and I would rather have. Oh, she said we don't do that anymore. I think they don't want to do it. Anyway,
you'll never know. That could be corporate.
I know. Yeah, I guess it could be. But why mess it all up?
Because it takes too much time.
No, it doesn't. I think it takes time. It takes more time to scramble an egg and to cook it. An over easy egg, you let it go for like 20 seconds.
Go work there for 2 weeks. Tell me how many eggs you fry, and then tell me which one's easier. And if you're still mad at these people at the end of the day, like I said, do you want to do that job? Then we're kind of at their will.
Okay. Speedo, I went to a pizza establishment. Can I say what it is? Well, anyway, no, I'm not
Is
going to
good or bad?
And I ordered some not crate. I ordered breadsticks.
Breadsticks, they get
Breadsticks.
kind of loco. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
and I went in and I ordered breadsticks, and the guy gave me my order. Everything was cool, and he said, "Oh, did you need sauce with that?" I was like, "Oh yeah, please." So he grabs this little container, walks to the back, and I could see him walk to the back, and it was a bucket of sauce on the floor. So he would reach down, put it in the cup, bring, and I didn't know how to act. I was like. The bucket was on the floor, you know.
All the counters were full.
Okay, I know. I mean, but what would you have said?
Never mind. I don't want any sauce.
I mean, honestly, would you have said it?
Probably. I said, never mind. I think I got some at home.
I would just take it and then not eat it. I don't even know that I'm not eating that. Why would you eat it?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's in a bucket. It was a 5-gallon bucket, so it was kind of.
No gloves?
He
No, he didn't even have gloves.
You know, he could have been in the middle of refilling like some bottles because in my service, if we're out of sauce, I have bottles in the back that are full, and I just have to squeeze it into a cup.
And you put them all, they're on the floor already?
No, I just keep them in the fridge.
What's the difference?
Okay,
Well, he may have been in the middle of refilling something.
Well,
If you get into the specifics,
crazy,
the fact
he
that
was
it wasn't
buying-
refrigerated also, like, you
The guy
get
was
too
by
in the
himself.
nitty-gritty.
It was
There you go, then.
It was pretty sad because he was by himself. And I mean, yeah, literally by himself working in this place.
Yeah.
And there was like 4 or 5 people, all of us just waiting. Anyway, I ordered those bread.
The loco bread?
Just the local bread. Oh, hold on.
Oh, man.
Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Big Modcast. Gee.
Forgot to fade that up.
Yeah.
There we go.
I am your host, Big Mod. To my left, my co-host, my nephew, Jose. And running the board today is the original Chris. Chris always runs the board for us. Why did I even say it like that?
Do you want me
Hi,
to
Chris.
use my camera?
Yeah, we got an
Come on,
applause
just
for
can
you and
you-
everything, man.
I don't like using my camera.
We
Just-
got an applause.
Can you just put it on you and just
I
wave?
have it on me, and I'm glaring at it.
Yeah, we
But,
got you.
but
we
the
got you.
blinds are blocking my eyes.
When you switch, we'll turn down the applause.
Yeah.
Okay, I switched.
There we go.
All right, thank you. Thank you,
We're
Chris.
working on it,
Appreciate
you know?
that. Go ahead, nephew.
This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto, no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
Go ahead and click the notification bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And follow us on all social platforms at The Big Modcast. Please, because we can use your help.
There's a lot
So,
of activity
thank you so
lately.
much. What's that?
There's a lot of activity lately.
I know, right?
A lot of family and friends liking and reposting stuff.
Yeah. True that. But all right.
Tell us about our guest.
Oh, I guess I should, right? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our guest for the evening, my big brother, Mr. Ben Guerrero.
Oh, they want more. They want more. Oh, no. Okay,
Yeah.
calm down, guys.
So my
Calm
big
down,
brother
calm
here
down.
was our guest. He was our guest number 4 when this all started, back June 21st, big brother, of 2022.
Season 1.
Yep, it was the very first season. Yep, episode
Original
number
2
4.
years ago.
Original cast member.
Yeah, thank you again, big brother, for joining us this evening. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
What do you got going on? What's going on with your life today, bro?
What's different from a year and a half ago?
Actually, not a whole lot, to be honest. Still doing the same. Still coaching. As a matter of fact, we have practice later on tonight. So, we have an indoor facility.
Which is-
Casey Classics.
Which is awesome. Yeah, shout out to the Casey Classic. And Rico's still coaching.
Yep.
Still being the manager, right?
Still our manager, yeah.
Yep. Franco's still there with you guys?
Yeah, Franco's got his own team. We had enough girls to do 2 teams.
Nice.
So we have 2 14U teams. So.
Ooh, is there ever a chance that those 2 teams can meet somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a possibility that we can meet each other.
Do the girls, it's the girls, and do they wear, so let's just say that was to happen.
What's the sport? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Fast pitch.
Fast pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, girls
Girls
sorry.
fast
And you got an indoor. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, 'cause it's an
facility
indoor. It's
that-
an indoor facility for
yeah.
them to work on their fundamentals and whatnot. It's not necessarily a giant field.
No, but is it at least like lanes to throw in or anything?
Yeah. We have enough for three cages of 3 tunnels.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot, and it's like pretty big. I mean, from the outside, it doesn't look because it goes down the floor, right? It's
Yeah,
like
but we just have that one section of it. I guess it's a couple of different businesses in there. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we share it with the landlord. Has a couple different businesses.
Different things going on in there.
Yeah,
He's got softball on one side and a bowling alley on the other.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know what else is in there.
When's the season start?
Should start in April after the.
Oh, okay.
Because we have a few girls that are starting freshman school, so they can't play until they're done.
Oh, and that season's cleared.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, that's right, freshman.
Yeah.
How's that going?
We'll find out. I think, as a matter of fact, they're having tryouts this week. I think for their school, so we'll see.
Oh, okay, there you go.
What's the high school?
Some go Olathe. They go to Olathe schools.
Okay.
Because that's where we play out there at the Olathe Girls Softball Complex a lot. We played league out there the last couple of years. So
Cool.
That's pretty cool. How's my comadre Road doing?
good. She's doing good. She's busy.
Is she busy?
Just
Yeah.
like-
Oh, speaking of busy, we got a quinceañera coming up.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. We got 2 coming up. To be
Are
honest.
you Oh, that's right. Are you a sponsor in it? Like a compa? What's the word? A padrino. I
Yeah,
guess I
I
should
think,
say.
I think we are.
Yeah,
Or something.
that's cool. Man, that's
Somewhere in there.
so, brother, how's work going? I know you texted me saying you were running a little. They kept you kept you in today.
Yeah, we it's kind of same. It's like up and down. It's hit or miss. Some days we're pretty busy.
Yeah,
Some days we're
it
pretty.
was
light.
still trying to get all those Christmas gifts out there and
No.
run. Are we that late?
No,
We're
we're
that
good.
behind?
We're good. We're good with that. We caught all up with that. The weather kind of delayed us a little bit. That little storm we had last night kind of delayed everything this morning. Believe it or not.
Things were frozen this morning.
The what?
Things were frozen.
Like
windshields, like
north
grass,
north of us was we got hit pretty good. It was still
What?
pretty wet.
I
and
thought,
icy kind of that
Yeah.
way.
yeah,
But south it was pretty good. So
yeah. Shout out to Mike Hamilton. I think he had posted something that it was snowing in Manhattan or something like that this morning or last night or whenever it was.
It was
somebody
70
else-
degrees like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, his nephew or somebody posted something.
Yeah,
about it.
did you see that?
so,
Yeah.
Well, it's snowing here too, kind of, but it just didn't accumulate.
Which is good.
Man.
I'm already tired of the snow, and it's been a mild winter. Would you say?
Yeah, we had 270 days this week, and then snow.
Yeah.
I think when it was bad, it was maybe in like a 2-week span.
Yeah,
You know, it wasn't too bad for too long. It was
deep freeze for 2
condensed.
weeks, and then it
Yeah.
kind of chilled.
Yeah, man, it's this. But the way the weather has been going, I'll take it the way it is because I do not like snow days, and especially for you, bro. You got to drive in it,
Yeah,
right? I mean, honestly, what can really cancel you guys from driving out?
If we leave the station and a bunch of the drivers get in accidents,
So all you guys are trying
What's the number?
they got like a number.
Is it like 3, 4?
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
Okay.
3 or 4. Like, oh, that's too many.
Yeah, bring them back. Bring them back.
and then you guys are like just doing donuts in the parking lot, trying to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
We
We're
gotta bring everybody back in.
If all 3 of us can just bang at each other here, and they're like, hey, there's 3. Okay, I guess we get a day off.
But it's not like everybody leaves the lot at the same time, right? As soon as
actually
your
do.
truck is full.
Yeah, we actually all leave pretty close at the same time, so you'll see us all kind of rolling out, within 5 minutes of each other usually.
So are you like Santa Claus and you stand there and watch them fill your truck up? Bunch of Oompa Loompas? No, not Oompa
You
Loompas.
just crossed like
I know. There was 3 different stories into one.
I mean, not Oompa Loompas, but
elves.
elves. Yeah.
Yeah, you went from Santa to freaking Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Real quick, I don't think we've said it again. Are you a postman?
No, I'm a FedEx driver.
FedEx driver. Okay.
Yeah,
We've been
shout out
talking
to-
about it and hadn't said that.
Everybody knows Big Brother, so yeah, they know he's been working there for like what 30 years now.
Close.
27.
About 27.
Do you have you guys
7
any
years?
cool trucks now? I see all the Amazon ones that have those Rivian electric ones. You guys have anything cool?
Yeah, we have some electric ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly our whole fleet's supposed to be converted to that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What do those look like?
Super cool.
Like the Amazon trucks?
Yeah. You'll see them. They got like the circle.
Are they like
LED
transits?
headlights. Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're full electric. They changed up the style of them and they made them more visible and all this sort of stuff. And one of the up and coming electric companies made them all.
Really,
for
I
the
just
whole
thought they were
fleet.
still the big box.
They're getting rid of
Mexican
those.
trucks.
Yeah.
FedEx. FedEx has been around for a long time, like a real long time. I mean,
Chris,
What
when
was
did
it?
they start?
what was the movie that
When did
FedEx?
FedEx
Castaway.
Ah, that's right,
Yeah, with,
Castaway.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that, bro? You're like, yeah, you got it.
That's all right. It was pretty fun. I watched it, and then actually I even won at work. I even won a
DVD?
I won a DVD of it. After I went and watched it, I'm like, oh, dang it.
So you're asking
watched
if
it
when FedEx was founded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we guess?
Okay.
Like 1930.
Is it over or under 100 years?
No,
It's under 100.
under 100. So right around the half mark, 50 something.
What you got?
Yeah, 1971.
Oh,
It's not as old as I was
just-
kinda
I was just
expecting.
1 year old. I was just a year old.
1930s, Dad? Seriously?
I was that Chris. That was a guess.
Bad guess.
Horse and buggy? I don't know. Yeah, man.
All right, my bad, Chris. Sorry about that. Brother, are you ready for the spring?
Yeah, I'm always ready for spring.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, sporting my Royals today.
Hell yeah!
Well, I was going to ask you, what's the temperature where you start breaking out the shorts then?
Today.
Or today's...
So what?
It was not warm.
Brother,
What do you
today,
mean?
this morning it was like
It was frozen this morning.
It
What
was
do you mean?
-1 this morning.
Well, the shorts have been out, so I'm not changing.
Oh, okay. So you've been rocking the
one
shorts.
Day.
So
Just one day.
Oh, he's got the tearaways. Where's the pants? as soon as-
Basketball warm up?
Just rip them off.
Oh,
Or are they the shorts and then they got the buttons like at the knees and then the extra piece that goes down is tearaway from the bottom.
Those would be funny, but yeah, no.
So you just do shorts year round and then except when it's super cold.
Have they changed the style? Like the FedEx uniforms?
No, they're pretty much
The same?
Yeah, yeah.
Been-
They're a lot better than those other uniforms that the other companies wear, though. To be honest,
Does it look like Dookie?
Ours are pretty good. We got some nice cardigans. We got some nice.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
Yeah.
But do you ever interact with the guys from UPS? Like,
Yeah.
you guys are at the same spot.
Oh yeah.
Trying
We
to elbow each other
delivering-
out, box each other out.
we get in wheelchairs and just race each other. Like,
Yeah.
dang, whose wheelchairs were those? No.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, they're.
But
Those guys are good.
yeah. Speaking of the spring, let's get into these our segments here. Now that the NFL season is over, football season is over. Chiefs are champs. What are we watching next, big brother?
Royals actually already.
It's baseball season.
With all the excitement of Bobby Witt, being signed, and then all the news about Royal Stadium if they're gonna move it.
I think
Or
I'm
not,
I'm
so it's all-
excited
it's
about
kinda-
the new
yeah.
season. I mean, not the new season, but I'm at the new season name, but the stadium being put downtown.
Where do you guys land on that? Pro or against?
I'm for it.
I'm still on the fence. To me either way.
Yeah,
I just don't like the downtown parking. I've never liked downtown parking,
sure.
but
But it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be easy to. You can park anywhere downtown, and then you can jump in the car. The what do they call
the trolley,
Yeah.
trolleys, like
Or the-
with the horses.
whatever the
What's it called? Streetcars.
Tram,
Streetcars.
Streetcar, whatever you
There
want
we
to
go.
call it. Yeah, yeah.
My
Electric
brother
car,
said trolley, like
trolley, I don't know.
horses.
Trolley works too.
Yeah.
There's trolleys down there?
Fun.
It's
you can
a
call
word
it-
that fits it.
It's fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
all right. I didn't. I'm trying to figure. Okay, yeah, but I thought there were streetcars. But
I've lived in Minneapolis and Indianapolis that both had stadiums downtown.
yeah,
It's so dope.
you like that?
I very much enjoy the tailgating and pre-gaming at Arrowhead and Kaufman, but like to pre-game at your favorite bar and then just walk 3 blocks over to the stadium, it's a good time.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun. I think people are kind of biased here because that's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's some big cities that do it really well with that downtown stadium.
I think it's going to be good because I think it's going to bring a lot of attraction. A lot of people from out of towns are going to be like, "Oh man, that's going to be dope." Especially because it's going to be a new stadium. It's going to be one of the top stadiums out there.
I can't see a downside besides nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think they'll build it to make it look like the old Kaufman, just to give it that look? Or
What will
like-
happen to Kaufman?
Maybe the Chiefs turn that into just extra parking. I don't
Something
know.
like that, or maybe I don't. They said
Or
that-
would they keep it up for their practice facility? No, that would be. Throw tournaments.
I don't know. Softball tournaments. There you go.
keep it up for concerts only?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they could turn it into a cut. No, I think they'll demolish it, get rid of it, and then the Chiefs organization will do something with it. Which, speaking of Chiefs, I heard today that they're doing some new things there at Arrowhead.
Some renovations.
Big renovations.
Yeah, like
apparently.
huge renovations, and some people are upset about that. Which I don't go, but I think it's cool that they're doing something new. I haven't been in Arrowhead in a while.
What's the downside? What's the problem?
I don't know.
Some taxes?
Maybe
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they have to pass that too, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
I-
vote
it's like
and-
for 40 years or something.
Dude. A little bit of taxes.
So did you guys see here a couple of weeks ago the scorpion kick in Major League Baseball? Did you hear about this?
No.
So they're calling it the scorpion kick because it was a baseball game, and it was the Tigers, Detroit Tigers, and Tampa Bay, right? And it was early. This guy had just hit a home run. I can't remember the guy's name, but he blasted one. A couple innings later, when he comes up again, he hits a little just shallow blooper, and it falls between. So the center fielder and the center fielder and the right fielder are running at it.
Mm-hmm.
The shortstop and the second baseman are running at it. So these four are getting ready to collide. The shortstop calls it. He calls the ball, right? And as soon as he calls it, so all the other guys kind of like let off. And I don't know if he slowed down, but it bounced right in front of him. But it bounced, and he dove. It bounced. And so he dove on his face, and his legs came up, and he
Behind him?
kicked the ball. So they call it the scorpion kick. And he kicked the ball, and he kicked it all the way to right field. And that guy ended up getting in the park home run.
Oh, wow.
So he had 2 home runs in the game. But it was pretty cool how he done. I don't know.
Too bad he couldn't have kicked it to one of his teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, he
because
kicked it the
If
wrong
they had their
way.
hands up,
because the ball is kicked, and then they kind of all look at each other like, okay, now who's gonna go get it?
What do we
So
do?
then the 2 outfielders run after it. But yeah, it was pretty dope. Anyway, so right now there are 5 professional sports that are going on. Starting with number 1 is the UEFA, the soccer clubs across Europe. Are we fans of that?
Why didn't you start with the NBA?
No, because the NBA's already been going on since the winter.
Yeah, we don't have an NBA team.
Now,
here,
I'm
so-
talking about the spring sports.
I guess they just got off
No,
the
I'm
All-Star break.
gonna. I will. I know. That's what I'm saying. They're already halfway through the season. Okay, well, now that you're going to bring that up, that's what I'm watching now.
Yeah, that's
Now I can
think
watch
that's
my
what
Knicks
the
play.
Focus shifts to.
Yeah, the focus. Yeah, you're right. The focus should shift, right? But you got all these spring. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do not like the NBA. There is, because it's just.
Yeah, I don't know that they're watching the UEFA instead of the NBA.
Well, I know, but you got your people. You got your soccer fans out there that
Yeah,
want
'cause
to
you
watch
got the
soccer.
World Cup coming.
The World Cup that will be coming here like in 2035 or something. I don't know.
Sometime more taxes.
Yeah. And then so number 2 would be the MLB, which we just talked about.
Sure.
That's gonna be fun. How about the Masters? The Masters. You guys golf fans? You a golf fan, brother?
Used to be. I mean, I don't. Once in a while, because we have the FedEx Cup, so sometimes I'll see that.
Oh, look at you.
They were throwing you some tickets.
Another plug. I wish.
There you go.
You ever play? You ever?
I used to.
Yeah. So you've done
Been a
the.
while.
Okay, how long we talking, bro?
30 years probably.
Okay.
Okay,
That was the wooden.
That's fine.
He was using the wooden stick.
He was using the right.
But yeah, back
hitting
when
tennis balls.
Yeah, back before the FedEx days, because I used to work nights, so it was much easier to.
Oh, okay,
'cause I
yeah.
work third shift, wake up, get off at 6 a.m., go to bed, and
Get you a nice
if I was
little
gonna
nap.
play- if I was gonna play golf, I'd just stay up and go. Shoot
Did you have your own golf clubs?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I did.
You still
Well,
have them?
Yeah, I still have them.
Nice.
Actually, they weren't mine; they were my dad's. I used.
Oh,
his,
okay.
and then
Yeah.
I bought like a driver and stuff. But I had my own driver, but
Yeah.
I had his bag
That's-
and stuff. Because
Oh, that's
his bag had a
cool.
lot of pockets, so you could put a lot of beer and stuff in it.
Yeah, take less clubs out, which I've never understood the golf game. What about you, nephew? Have you ever done golf?
Oh yeah, I love golf. I don't get to
Really?
do it very much, but I love it. I got a tee schedule up for a couple weeks out.
Nice.
I don't know where I learned how to golf, but I just did.
Did you dad golf?
Not at all.
Okay, yeah.
I've taken Mark to go golf with us before.
Really?
Yeah, we'll usually take a cigar out there,
Oh, I'd go for the cigar.
smoke a cigar.
Hell
The
yeah.
cigar only lasts, what, maybe 10 holes? Like, it doesn't last the full 18. Take a 12-pack. Oh, yeah, you have a good time. Let
You
a lot
share?
of people pass you because we're just
Because you guys are
not,
chilling.
Yeah,
golfing.
we're not taking it seriously. But, yeah, no, it's a good time.
What about Chris? Chris, you ever try golf?
No, I never actual golf, just mini golf.
Would you be interested?
No,
Why not?
no.
Miniature
fun.
golf is pretty cool, though, right? Would that count? You've golfed before, right? Did you tee off on miniature golf?
No.
You can't. Okay.
It's
never mind.
just putting.
How about just going to a driving range?
We've
driving
gone to
range are
Top
cool.
Golf at least once.
Is that the time
you have
we
fun?
all went?
I'm not good at it.
But did you have
Neither
fun?
way.
Not if I'm not good at it. I can't even get a good hit off it. I can't hold a club right.
But the point is to get better the more you practice and do it.
We don't do it enough. Then
So that's why I said, would you be interested? We can make it happen. Modcast golf outing.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Golf's a fun
Not only
time.
that, we need to do a trivia night. I think that would be cool too.
You said the Masters. When is the Masters?
I don't know.
Chris, when's the
I
Masters?
even wrote yawn.
What's wrong with that?
I wrote that right here. Okay, well, while Chris is looking up the Masters, how about the National Women's Soccer League? Okay, now we're talking the
April
current. 11th.
11th to 14th.
What's
Okay. April 11th to 14th, the Masters.
that? April 11th.
It's a
okay.
couple months.
11th.
Or a month and a little over a month away, I guess.
I never
Okay,
understood
yeah.
the Masters.
It's just
Yeah.
the biggest tournament of the year
Right.
on the most exclusive golf course of the year.
And do they let anybody in that tournament?
Hell no. It's a raffle. You got to put your name in a raffle,
In a bucket?
potentially win the chance to buy tickets
Oh, you're talking just to go.
just to go. Oh, yeah. No, the tournament, hell no. You got to qualify.
But anyway, yeah. What do you think of the NWSL, the National Women's? Because we have the current now. How long have we had the
Are
current?
they an actual team? Like, are they playing?
Yeah.
I think it's the second year.
Is it the
maybe,
second?
Yeah. They got the stadium built now, so that's
Yeah,
that should be
dude.
exciting.
The
It's
stadium
built,
right
built?
off. What is that
Is it
road?
River-
I-29?
Is it Riverfront? I don't know. They call it Riverfront? What do they call down there?
Chris!
I don't know what it's called, and I don't know the.
We don't
What
need
to
the street. It's
specifically
fine.
type it
We
in.
don't need the street. Is it a pretty cool stadium though? I haven't. I
It
didn't
looks-
I
have
haven't
it
been there.
looks
It looks
pretty cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I know they shared Sporting KC's field.
They shared it with the
Last
guys.
year.
They did for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So are the seasons at the same time?
I think so because both of them are starting up.
Yeah,
You know,
even
both are in the media right now to start playing. So
Dang, so that wasn't even in the top 5.
Yeah, where did you get your 5 from?
I can't remember. Oh, it was. I think it was ESPN.
so March Madness is that the next one?
No, he's
not
crazy.
even.
This
I
is
don't
a
know much
terrible
about it.
list.
College basketball's not.
I don't know.
What?
Well, I mean, they had to mix it up. Okay, so then number 5 would be the USFL/XFL football. Did you ever become a fan of the XFL?
I tried. Not XFL, the Canadian Football League. 'Cause I love me some Johnny Manziel. So when he was playing on the team up there, he was doing really good. And they've got a lot of people that are either retired or just lost their spot, and they're trying to work their way back. So like, they got some hard
Work their way back to the NFL.
Yeah. And they've got some people that have made it back to the NFL from
Yeah,
those.
yeah. I did. I
So they
did.
definitely compete.
The Cowboys had picked up the kick returner, punt returner,
Yeah,
who did
great
really
for
well.
the wide receivers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Help them, get sharpen their skills, their route running and stuff.
I imagine, yeah.
Is Dwayne
quicker,
Johnson?
faster.
Dwayne
Yeah.
Johnson still the
Owner, one of the
owner
owners.
of the XFL?
Well, they merged.
They merged.
Whatever.
Right, now
two
that
of them
they're
merged,
merged.
but yes, he's the owner of the conglomerate that they merged into. One of the owners.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to get into it.
Yeah.
I think I know I was following it was the San Antonio football team.
You got to pick a team and then just
I know,
follow
right?
along with them.
Yeah,
think
it was.
that's the way
I
to
think it
move.
was San
Yeah.
Antonio. Yeah. Anyway, but that was years ago. I haven't watched it in a while.
I don't like your list.
I'm sorry. That's just what I came up with. It seemed interesting. Well,
Formula
I mean,
One starts up this Saturday, and that's one of the biggest
okay.
sports in the world.
that was number 6.
No, it wasn't.
Here, look.
Oh, he's it's bigger than all this football, the women's soccer, all that stuff.
Whoa, Zach, come on.
100%.
What is it? The Formula One
It starts Saturday.
starts Saturday. Who's your racing team?
Red Bull Racing.
Oh yeah, look, we give you some. Oh, what the hell's wrong with my bell?
Oh, did I tighten it?
Why?
I tightened it.
Oh,
No,
thanks.
damn.
I was trying to figure out what that. Okay.
Yeah, Formula One pops up.
Oh, that's what I meant. In our last episode, you were wearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
had
they-
like
they
30
did their
sponsors on it. I
That's what the
didn't
big
know what color
podcast
was the
gonna look
shirt. Yeah, the big podcast wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Cheese rolls. But anyway,
Yeah, no, they are huge. Like I would say hundreds of millions of dollars. Huge, way bigger than 4 of those things. I don't know.
we have to mix it up. They mixed it up a little bit. It was just a list. I didn't make this list up. And if you act like I made it up,
What about NASCAR? Is that
no, NASCAR was like number 27. I just made that up. No, I don't know. Do you follow NASCAR?
sometimes? Because we used to have. We do have the number 11 car. Denny
The
Hill.
FedEx?
FedEx, yes.
Well, FedEx is getting a lot of high.
They get a lot of.
credits.
Dang it! We're getting a lot of free.
Big brother,
you're
you gonna have some huge stock in
We're getting some
FedEx.
freebies there. Now they used to give us free tickets for that. So
For
that
those?
was kind of cool when the
At the track.
the Kansas Speedway. When they first
Have
came
you?
out.
So have you been to the track?
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 years I was going out there a lot. So
Really?
It's kind of cool.
I've never been, but I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neat.
The races always end up on the most busy
Damn
weekends.
it!
And stuff like that.
When we had Jeff Miles in here, he works for NASCAR.
Mhm.
He does the they sit in the car and he drives them around,
Mhm.
And damn it! And I had an opportunity. He even said, "Hey, if something ever pops up, I'm gonna call you, and then let's do it." And he called me that, and I was like leaving. I was going out of town or something, but damn, I would have loved to shit my pants in that car.
That was a lot of fun.
That would have been dope.
Hey, give him my number then. Hold on.
It's like you get the tailgate. You can park. The parking's free. You park almost wherever you want. Lots of parking.
Yeah,
There's some VIP parking if you want to park up a little closer. You pay for that parking.
yeah.
But you can tailgate just like you do everywhere else. You grill out, cook out, drink your alcohol and stuff,
Yeah.
and you can take your alcohol inside.
Inside
You can
what?
Actually,
Inside.
You
Inside
actually
the
take your
arena. I mean, the arena.
yeah, you can actually take like a 6-pack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So they don't sell alcohol there?
no, they do too.
Oh, okay. I
But,
thought it was.
after a 6-pack, you're ready to continue drinking. So they're not worried.
What's that establishment where you can take your own beer? Oh, that's a strip club. Never mind. I can't talk about that.
The cigar shop.
The outhouse. The cigar shop.
The cigar shop. You can.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody take beer in there though.
Oh, we did. Yo,
Instead of whiskey.
everyone had like decanters and shit like that. We had
Yeah.
a cooler going in there. Like, hey,
On
man.
wheels?
Yeah.
No,
we were completely fine.
Man, when'd you guys go to the cigar shop?
A few weekends, maybe 3 weekends ago, my wife and Nick, that was here,
Okay.
his wife, they were doing a Galentine's Day. So it was like
Oh,
30
so-
women at their house, and we were just getting out of the way. And we went to the
Yeah,
cigar
so they
shop.
went to
We went
the
over there.
shop up on
Yeah.
shout out to the shop Cigar Lounge. Have you
Yeah.
been there, Big Brother?
No,
The one on 6th Street?
heard about it.
It's dope.
It's super nice.
Actually,
inside, too.
actually, I will be there this Saturday coming up. I will be joining John on the I-70 podcast. Yeah, I got me a nice little spot there. Then sit down and talk with the podcast with John,
Yep.
who does a great job. Shout out John at the I-70. But yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. But yeah, you need to go, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you smoke cigars?
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, shit, let's light one up. Oh no, we can't do that right here. Although I'd like to, man, this would be dope if I could do it in here, brother. We
yeah,
can
but-
open that window. I know,
Yeah,
but
The
come on,
smell
man.
would just sit in everything, though, in the carpet, in
It
the
would
couch.
smell good down
in
here, though.
the-
But yeah,
yeah,
I mean it's an
Oh,
acquired smell. But most people, it doesn't. Cigars don't irritate people as much as cigarette smoke.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
cigars and
I think
pipes.
it'll depend on the type of cigars you're smoking, though.
Yeah,
If they're the super dark ones, the super heavy ones, and that's gonna.
I know. Those would be.
Yeah, no.
Remember back in the day, brother? Did you go into the parish house?
Mhm.
It would smell like cigar because Joe Segura
Joe
would.
would-
He'd have his cigar right there, running the show. I mean, he was running the gym, but he'd have a cigar smoking.
Like lit or just
Lit,
chewing on
wasn't
it?
it? It was lit, right?
yeah.
Because there's some
We're just kids.
there's some old people that just chew on the cigars, and they'll still get a little bit of a tobacco buzz from just sucking and chewing on. them. Yeah. I feel like that's when you're addicted, but
Yeah, big time. Right.
Yeah,
But
just
anyway,
let it get down so small and just tuck it in your gum. Then I got my cigar right here.
ooh.
Oh man.
Anyway, so speaking of sports and all this, Big Brother, have you ever been starstruck?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I like running into celebrities, but I just like to get close enough to like either shake their hand or just say, hey, I don't have to get their autograph if they don't want to.
Like, who would you say that you've seen?
Well, I'll have to tell you one little quick story.
We got time.
Give it to us.
Number 58 ran into
Derek Thomas?
Yeah, Derek Thomas down at the levee.
Really?
Yeah, years ago before he had his accident and stuff, and what's so funny is like his bodyguards were with him, and I wasn't even trying to get close to him, but they were coming by and I was like, hey, DT, want to reach out? I reached out and this bodyguard's about jack me up.
Yeah,
they're like
they grab your arm.
Yeah, try to keep
put
me
it
away
behind
from
your back.
and DT was pretty cool, man. He said, no, he's all right,
Yeah.
Shook my hand. That was really cool. But yeah, his bodyguards were doing their job.
Ready to take you down.
About ready to take me down.
What about you,
Samoan looking dude was trying to put DT down or something.
Man.
That was cool.
I've ran into we were out on the plaza one time. I don't remember where we at, but Tony Romo and
I was going to say Tony Romo.
They were in town for I think Monday Night Football or maybe Sunday. They did the game here in town, and we were out and they were having dinner there. Yeah, shit.
So you got to see him, right?
Yeah,
didn't talk to him. You didn't bother him.
He's having dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you don't want that.
Let him eat his dinner first.
Like the story I like to tell. I was we were at an airport. I think it might have been. I was coming back from. Oh, it was Arizona. Yeah, I think we were in Arizona. We were coming home, and I happened to pass by our gate, and Warren Moon was getting his boarding pass, and I didn't realize that was our gate, but I saw him, went up to him, and I'm a huge Warren Moon fan, right? And to me, he's always been my favorite quarterback. And I went up to him and just like, Mr. Moon, how you doing? I said, can I get an autograph? And he said, yeah. And then I realized that we were at the gate that we were getting ready to get on. And then I said, are you getting ready to go back to Kansas City? And he says, yeah. I said, oh, sweet. I said, I'm on this flight too. And then he says, well, tell you what, let's, after we get on the plane, he said, after we're in the air and we can get up and about, he said, come back and visit me.
Oh, cool.
I was like, hell yeah. So I was sitting there like a little kid with my seatbelt on, waiting
for that light to turn on.
I was like, come on, let's hurry up and get in the air. So finally got up, boom, got up, took my seatbelt off, went back there. He was on his computer. He was on a laptop. Yeah, he signed my boarding pass. It was dope. Remember the boarding passes? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but...
it's a cool story, but weird.
And he was coming back to here because I think at the time he wasn't playing. He had already retired from playing, but I think he was a quarterback's coach, or he was a coach here for a little while when he was in part of the organization.
I don't know that I'd recognize that many people. Like, I mean, I know the big stars, but like if it was MVS for the Chiefs, I don't know that I would recognize him except for the fact that he's gigantic.
Yeah,
and that's if he's gigantic,
Yeah. Speaking of, he's gone.
I know they released him today.
Yeah, he's gone.
He was the one that caught the touchdown, wasn't he?
He caught one of the touchdowns.
No, was it a touchdown? I thought he caught that one that
he
was
caught the first touchdown.
Crazy. He caught that crazy one, right? The one where he like. I thought it was a crazy catch.
Oh, the
one that bounced.
Sealed the game against Baltimore. He
that's right. That's one.
But
I thought he did in the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, he caught the first touchdown after they had the turnover.
Yeah.
On the muff punt.
Oh, that's right.
We marched down, and he's the one. He was wide open, just like.
The betting odds for an MVS touchdown were astronomical on that game.
Yeah, and he was wide open too. It was an easy one too.
Yeah.
Chris, have you ever been starstruck?
No.
Wait a minute.
Nobody's come and watched the movie?
How about the time that you and Marcos? Oh wait, hell yeah! Another time. Hold on, Chris. I'll ask you later. Another time I met up with DMC for Run DMC.
Okay, you didn't meet up with him. You went to a scheduled time where he was going to be at a table.
I didn't know he was going to be there. I was like, "Yo, D, what up, homie?" Yep. We
Oh,
talked for a
please
little
don't
bit.
act like you were familiar with him.
I was, Chris. He's the reason why I wear Adidas. I
Okay,
even told
don't-
him that.
Okay, don't say
Anyway.
what you just said like you were friends.
Well, we became friends. Yo, D, hit me up when you're in town. If you're even coming to the Comic-Con, that'd be dope. Because that's where I met you. Speaking of Comic-Con, Chris, what about the time that you and Mark went and you guys met like Yu-Gi-Ohs or somebody?
Whoa. Go ahead, tell your story, but let's stop the hate.
I'm not hating.
Let's stop the hate.
I'm not hating. I just said Yu-Gi-Oh.
2-3 years ago, me and Marcos went to Comic-Con that was here in the city. And
Go ahead.
and there were a lot of voice actors there. Me and Marcos got some figurines signed by Chris Sabat that he voiced.
Toys. You bought toys.
I don't know who that is, but you also didn't
He's-
change the camera.
No, I'm not using my camera.
Use your camera.
Use your camera.
We can see the light.
So who is he? What does he voice?
Chris Sabat, mostly
Chris Evans.
Sabat,
Who does he voice?
Vegeta from Dragon Ball, and Zoro
Dragon Ball.
from
And
One
you
Piece.
just knew that off the top of your head?
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. Those are the two biggest ones, at least.
Man.
But like you knew that prior to going there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's on
That's a
the.
weird thing.
No, it's. What do you mean it's weird? Don't
To
they
know who
post
the
it?
voice actors are in a cartoon?
Yeah,
and-
how did you do that?
That's what I was
I'll get you
saying.
that,
You
How
never
does
see
that
their
work?
face. If you stick around for the credits at the end, you might see their name, but like,
Marcos knew.
okay, props to you guys for knowing, because I wouldn't.
I remember seeing. Remember the World of Wheels? I saw Adam West, the original Batman.
Oh wow.
Well, the third original Batman. Speaking of Batman, no, we're not talking about
We're not
Batman.
going back down
Yeah,
that
right.
way again.
Can't go down that rabbit hole again. Yeah, Adam West was pretty cool, but what's that? I cannot
Pretty
remember
cool.
his
Did
name.
you like actually
Cliff?
talk to him?
Cliff from Cheers, the mailman.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, and he was the voice of one of the characters in Toy Story. Which one was he, Chris?
Pig?
Oh, was he the pig?
I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Cliff. No.
Yeah, I know him as Cliff. That's what they used to say when they
all
see him
good.
at the bar. Cliff. No, that was Norm.
That was Norm. That was
Norm.
different show.
Yeah, different show.
John Rassenberg or
Well, the voice of
Cliff Calvin?
yes, Cliff Calvin. Yeah,
Yeah, John Ratzenberg, that's the actor.
Who does he voice in Toy Story?
Let me look that up.
so we saw him, but it was pretty sad because he had
He had nobody around his table.
nobody visiting with him. It was just him and probably his manager. Hell, we didn't even go to him.
Damn! Why are you telling your
You
story? How did that?
Because he was sitting over there. All I saw was his head and his mustache. That's how everybody sees him. Yeah. Nothing, Chris?
No, I know who you're talking about. He's the guy who voices every character in Pixar.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff. He was Mac in Cars. He was Ham in the Toy Story
Who
series.
was the pig?
Ham. Good job, nephew.
Yeah.
Give yourself a bell. That was pretty
The
good.
Abominable Snowman in Monsters Inc.
Okay, I can see that.
That was a bottle of swimming in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, those are the
That
most
works.
notable ones.
Yeah.
He was in A Bug's Life.
Whoa.
That's right.
That is a-
Flea that ran the circus.
That is
Okay.
an
Well,
interesting
that's-
fact about
That's
him.
way too many information.
Like I
Too
said,
much
he,
information.
he voiced a lot of characters in Pixar movies.
Yeah. Okay, good for him.
That was an interesting.
They made a
fact
joke about
that,
this in
you know?
Cars.
Is it really?
Yeah, at the end of Cars, the first Cars movie, they showed car version movies of Pixar movies. A Bug's Life, but
Yeah.
spelled with 2 G's. A bug car. And it's hard to explain. You just have to look at the
Yeah,
scene.
you just lost me, Chris. Anyway,
We'll check.
Speaking
it out.
of-
we'll check. It out.
speaking of starstruck,
Yeah.
Starbucks. That's why Anthony's not here. Anthony's not here. So my co-host, he's not here today because he, I guess, was it last week? He talked about being, what's that? Who? Somebody that makes coffee? A
Barista.
a barista, yeah. And so he was talking about how good he was. And so somebody saw the episode, and actually he had a job interview today for Starbucks. So good luck,
Being
Anthony.
serious or not?
Good luck, Anthony. Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't able to make it. Maybe he'll give us a call. Oh, so anyway, bro, have you ever seen Rocky.
What a segue.
Speaking
I'm
of-
teeing up the ball for
Speaking,
him.
I know you
He's
told me
just- Blake.
threw me a volleyball to
Blake.
hit with the hammer, and I didn't. But no. Speaking of starstruck, I saw Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah.
I saw his statue. Does that make is that
No.
That's
not the
even
same?
close.
No.
We were in Philadelphia. You know, he's got the statue, and it's not at the top where they used to. It used to be at the top of the steps. They've actually moved it down. So I don't know why they should have kept it up on top to make everybody run to the top.
To see it.
And I told myself that.
Did you run?
I did.
Reenacting.
I was one
Did
of
you
those
reenact?
guys. I was one of those guys. I said, man, that's corny. I'm not gonna run up the steps. Shit, I couldn't wait to get out of the car. Ran all the way to the jump around,
And how many steps before you
jump
retired?
up, and get down. Huh?
How many steps before you started getting tired? It was
Well,
like,
you
this is a
what?
bad idea. Hold on, now I got
I
to.
Were you
know.
humming that song in your head? Get in strong now.
Yeah, that was dun 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 dun. That's what got me tired though, because it was dun 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 dun, and then I got all the way to the top. I was like, woo, yeah. But no, that's fun to do. That's something. Did you ask me how many steps?
I said, how many steps in were you like regretting doing it?
No, I don't know. I had to act like I was in shape. I got to the top. I beat the TSN up there.
You were
I
in
beat
pain.
it. Pain. Speaking of pain, so talking about Rocky. That's what we're talking about, right, brother? Have you seen all the Rocky movies?
Would
you say?
I think I've seen them all. Yeah.
All of them. What about you, nephew?
I've probably seen 1 through 3, and then the Creed movies.
Were you a Creed fan? Did you enjoy those movies?
No, because I wasn't a Creed fan because
It
I didn't
wasn't
really
the
care
same
for the
way.
movies. But the new movies have nothing to do with it.
Right.
I mean, they do, but they don't.
So, Rocky 1, I got some interesting facts about the Rockies, right? 1 through
Okay.
5. So, in Rocky, maybe, do you think it was true or false? It was based on a real boxer. What do you think, brother?
I'd say true.
Boss. Like Stallone
So,
was
okay.
just like,
So, it's okay. So, now it's one of those where, was it or was it not? So, there was actually a boxer, Chuck Wepner. He fought Muhammad Ali, went 15 rounds. Sylvester Stallone watched this fight, and that's what gave him the idea about, about the storyline,
Right.
and he made up his own story. So, would you say it was about him, or just it was the idea was there, right?
I'd probably say more than I did.
So, so he made the movie. He did well, and the boxer actually found out that Stallone watched him fight, and he sued him.
he wanted to cut.
I know, but it wasn't about him. That's the thing,
No.
right? It wasn't even about him. But Sylvester Stallone said, "Okay, yeah, I made a few $100 on it here. Go buy yourself a car." So yeah, they eventually settled on it. I thought that was an interesting fact, right?
Hey,
So
it's kind of weird, though,
what's that?
to write a whole story just for you to star in it. You know?
So
Like, he could have written anything.
yeah, but I think there was people who auditioned for that, but it just nobody caught what he was looking for.
It was just an
Which is-
idea in his own head.
Which is
though.
why he did it himself. So he had to train. He had to learn how to fight.
it put him on the map, though. I think.
And
too.
then Rocky-
Stallone, right?
starting it himself, put him on
He
the
was-
map.
Yeah.
I was going to say that was his whole identity for a little while, but
Yeah,
he was also
it was.
like Rambo and stuff like that, too.
Yeah.
so.
Can we
Yeah.
say? Can we do the taglines? Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, you can say whatever you
I mean,
want.
the Yo Adrian. You know.
Yeah.
Which that was in Rocky 1, right? That's what made that
Yeah.
famous. Kid Norton, do you remember the name Kid Norton?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
He's boxer.
he's actually he played for the Cowboys. I have to say that. He dropped out of the role the last minute. He was supposed to play Apollo Creed.
Oh, was it?
Kid Norton was. Yeah. Then Carl Weathers jumped in. R.I.P. Carl Weathers, right? He auditioned and he got the part. And he, so while he was doing this, he insulted Sylvester Stallone, saying that he wasn't a good actor. Come to find out, Stallone was the one that hired him, and he kind of had to change his ways a little bit. But yeah, for not knowing this part. So then I guess he did such a great job. Sylvester Stallone was like, "Dude, you're perfect. You're perfect for the part," which is pretty cool. There was a family affair in Rocky. I don't know if you knew this. So, of course, remember, he had a brother named Frank Stallone.
Mhm.
Yeah. Frank Stallone was one. Remember the guys that were singing, do, 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 they were singing around the fire? So Frank Stallone was one of the guys, sitting in there. Yeah. Frank Stallone Sr., Sylvester Stallone's dad, he rang the bell for the first fight against Apollo, which is pretty cool. And then Sasha, Sylvester Stallone's wife at the time, was the still photographer that was when they was taking pictures for the fight. Yeah, so he put everybody in there.
Get him a check.
Huh?
Get him a check.
Yeah, right. And I don't know what but it was a low budget film, very low budget film. And it was so low, right, that so in the movie Rocky, there's a scene where he's standing in the middle of the ring and he's getting ready for this fight, and he looks up at the poster of him and the one of Apollo, right? And the shorts that he wore, it was a mistake. It was the opposite colors in the poster than what he wore, right? So he wore red shorts with the white stripe in the ring, but the poster was white shorts with the red stripe. And so the budget was so low that they had to keep it. They had to keep it in the movie. They didn't want to pay this artist to do another painting, right? Do it the right way. So then he said, you know what? And so then he made the line, or he said a line in the movie where he's like, "It's not even what I'm wearing," or something silly like that, you know.
I thought on that part that they did that because he was a bleeder, you know. He was. I mean, he never put his hands up, and they just whip on his head. He's bleeding. So they didn't want the shorts turn red.
Eventually they did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought the part of that was.
Did you know that the name Stallone is stallion in Italian? So it's why he calls himself the Italian Stallion. So it's literally saying the Italian Stallone. Makes sense, right?
Sure.
Can you hear it in there? Anyway. So now to Rocky 2.
Well, before you get to Rocky 2.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Chris, can you tell us about our episode sponsor?
That's right.
please.
We have a sponsor.
With Camera 3?
All right. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. For retrofits, remodels, service and repairs, new installation and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. And this is Goal Fire Protection. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at Gocha at Goalfire.
G Ochoa.
G Ochoa at goalfireprotection.com. That's GOCHOA at goalfireprotection.com.
What was that phone number one more time?
913-441-3390.
Perfect. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much, son. I appreciate that. So in the Rocky 2, now we're going to Rocky 2. Good job, Chris. Rocky 2.
Okay, so
what happened?
I'm going to look like a millennial here, but
No, you're fine.
the end of one, does he lose?
Yeah.
He loses to Apollo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was,
I'm
and so in the,
set the story up for me because
okay,
I
so
do
in the second
not
one,
know
yes, he loses
any
that
of this.
fight,
You think you don't know? I've never
but
seen
he
them.
wasn't even worried about the fight, right?
He went the distance with them. That's what I think.
He went 15 rounds,
But he lost.
and it was a brutal fight. He lost, but you know, they didn't even. He wasn't even acknowledged. He was just like, right when the fight was over, he went looking for his wife. He's like, I can't see. He couldn't see. Oh, what about that scene, brother?
Oh yeah.
Go
Could
ahead.
be big.
Yeah. So he's sitting in the corner, and his eyes so swollen that they want to stop the fight because he can't see out of his eye. So he says, "Cut me, Mick." So Mickey pulls out his switchblade and goes, pops the bubble, and that movie messed me up because I thought he took his eyeball out. I was what, 6, 7, 8 years old when this movie came out. Yeah. He takes a razor and he pops it to take all the blood out so he can open his eye back up.
Yeah.
But I thought his eye came out because it just looked really nasty.
Okay, so he loses. It sets
He
up
loses
Rocky 2.
Sets it up
Tell
for
me
Rocky
about
2.
Rocky 2.
I don't have any of that in there.
No, just I'm.
Okay, so now
As
we're
you're
talking
giving
about
me the
Rocky.
facts,
So
just
Rocky's
tell me what's
Rocky's
going on.
sparring partner and Rocky. So they do a rematch. Although they said we're not going to fight again, we're not going to rematch. They jump back into it. All right, we're going to fight again because it's part of the script. You got to go with it. So they do the rematch. So Rocky, and the movie Rocky 2. Do you remember who his sparring partner was?
Was it Tommy? Not yet. No, Tommy came later in it.
Yeah, probably Tommy Gunn.
Was it
Yeah,
Tommy
that was Rocky 5.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who.
It was Roberto Duran.
Oh, Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto Duran was in the ring with them. So that was another. He was a champ.
a real
so they
boxer.
call it a champ versus a champ.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
He was a pro boxer,
Yeah.
helping him out. Let's see. There was 8. So there's a scene in Rocky 2 when he runs from his home all the way. This is where the scene where the steps come in. He runs up the steps. So he runs from his house all the way to the steps there in Philadelphia. So it in reality, from where his apartment was or house to the steps would have been 30 miles in reality. But, you know, the magic right behind the scene.
Sure.
So, and then they had to get 800 kids from Philadelphia to get out of school, and they gave away tickets for whoever wanted to be in this movie. So they were able to get at least 800 kids to run with him all the way up
Through the
in that
streets?
scene. Yeah, have you seen that part?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty dope. I mean, can you imagine being one of those kids now? You watch the movie and you say, "There I am, right there." Hit pause.
Get one of those highlighters. There I am.
Woo. Okay. Yeah, it's highlight it up. So in training before the big scene, while he was benching 220 pounds, a weight fell off the bar, and he ended up he tore his pectoral muscle, which needed stitches.
In Rocky 2?
This is during the fight, yeah, in Rocky 2. So I think this is where this is why it explains that he ended up fighting. Was he a southpaw?
Yeah, he was a southpaw.
He was a southpaw, so I think he had to fight right-handed. It was either or, because he had lost all that. He tore his muscle, so he couldn't throw a punch. So he had to go southpaw in it. So I think he was right-handed, right?
Was he?
I can't remember now.
I know he was southpaw, but I think in the movie when he fought Clover Lang, they trained him to fight.
Yeah, that's right. That was the other one.
Mix
Yeah.
him up.
Yeah. Even in that movie, he buys himself during the movie he buys himself a Pontiac Trans Am, which eventually he ended up buying it for real because he didn't have a car, so that became his car.
Were Trans Ams that expensive back then?
I don't know.
I mean, I know there were sports cars.
That was
but
a
like,
night. That was
were they?
'79.
It's like the Burt Reynolds one, like the what do you call it, Smoking the Bandit, iconic car.
Yeah, the one with the Firebird.
Yeah.
Right. You've
Is
seen
it
it?
probably expensive though?
I think so.
For the time?
For the time, yeah. Very expensive, yeah. Anyway, in Europe, Rocky 2 was released and advertised as Rocky 2 Redemption.
Okay.
But they didn't do that here in the States. Why is that? They call it Redemption over there, but not here.
Oh, because he fights the same guy and he wins this time. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it was just pretty dope. Let's see, go to Rocky 3. This one was supposed to be the last of the trilogy, but he had to stick. And this is the movie where he came out like ripped.
Yeah.
Remember how ripped he was?
Yeah, he was-
So he had to stick to a strict diet while working out. So he was just eating 10 egg whites, a slice of toast, and a piece of fruit. That's all he would eat.
Was he that ripped for the storyline though?
And for Rocky 3?
Yeah. But like, did
I
the
mean, he looked
storyline
like-
say that he's been grinding it
No,
out?
no,
and
they
he's-
didn't say what he was
So,
doing. But
I was going to go back to this is kind of weird for you just to be writing a script for yourself just to get buff.
Yeah. Well, the first one he was like an average.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Look
an
at
average
what-
What do you
Joe,
call it? Thud collector of break your bones if we don't pay. Break your
Sure.
thumbs.
yeah.
But like at this point, he's using the budget to get shredded off this diet.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure by I'm sure by 3 he was making decent.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
He had somebody. He had some a studio back in him probably then. I think. 3.
So this Rocky 3 was the movie where Clubber Lang came in. You know, Mr. T.
Mr. T. Yeah.
Yeah, remember him? So that's how he made his. I think he made his debut. He was and Mr. T was already in the boxing world. He was a bodyguard for Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Damn.
Yeah.
So already knew some people.
So yeah, he knew the boxing world. So yeah. So he fought, he lost. So then in the rematch, Rocky's cornermen, all of Rocky's corner, they all wore red polos with on the back it said Rocky. But remember Paulie, his brother-in-law, his said Paulie on the back. And he said he didn't get the memo for that. That's just crazy. Clubber Lang in his interview before the rematch. Do you remember his line?
I pity the fool.
Yeah, so he they asked him if he hated Rocky Balboa. And he says, I don't hate him, but I pity the fool. And that was the line that made him pretty famous.
I was going to say, is that where that first came from?
Yeah. I pity the fool. Yeah. He was pretty dope though. And then I think that's like when everybody started wearing the mohawk.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Rocky movie. That one though.
The third one?
The third one, because it had a lot. You know, he was outmatched by Clubber Lang. You know, and then of course he loses to him. Loses his title, and then him and Apollo team up, and then you see that bond, that friendship. You know, grow, and they become really close, and then he gets the best of both worlds. Rocky does his old style, his style of boxing with Apollo's,
Yeah. That's when he took him to the gym.
Yeah.
In the hood.
Started teaching him how to footwork and
get him some rhythm, because he had no rhythm.
That was pretty good. How
was that the one that ended with them fighting?
With the poster,
freeze frame.
The freeze frame, the big poster that they made.
Yeah. Actually, Stallone still has that poster.
Yeah, they're talking.
Or that painting.
Ring the bell, and they ding ding, and they're bouncing around, and then the movie ends when they both go
trying to throw a punch.
They both throw a punch. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the end of the third. The fourth one, it was my favorite one. So Ivan Drago who was played by Dolph Lundgren, right? Lundgren. How you say his last name?
I think you said it right.
Dolph Lundgren. I don't even know how I said it. So he didn't get the part. First, he didn't get the part. We're talking Dolph Lundgren because he was too tall. You saw how tall he was, right?
Yeah, he was big.
He was huge.
Perfect.
So,
he was big.
So he didn't get the part, and then so they kept trying to find somebody to play that part. Dolph Lundgren came back, and he says he was a model, is what it was. He was a model, and kind of doing a little bit of acting. So he dressed as a boxer, gloves, shorts, and he posed, and he had professional photographer take pictures of him, sent them to Stallone, and that's what caught Stallone's eye. Was like, damn, he looks pretty damn good for a boxer, right? Especially a Russian. We need a Russian boxer. Yeah. And so that's how he got his part, by doing that. So there's a scene in there where actually when they're fighting, Stallone says, you know what? I need you to really hit me. We need to make this look as real as possible. So they were throwing blows, and long story short, Stallone was hospitalized because his ribs were all cracked his ribs, his heart, some about the ribs were like punching up against his heart.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And it put him in the hospital for 5 days. Man, yeah, I thought that was.
So I hope we got that scene.
Dedication, yeah.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone, he had to gain 10 pounds, and put it on his chest and arms for that role in that one, which he had to hire a bodybuilder to help him train. Yeah, which is pretty cool. So and then the location scene where he's training. Remember where he was out in the snow?
Right.
That was actually in Wyoming. Yeah, it was supposed to be in Russia. Where he was training. But yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. To me, that was my favorite movie, Rocky IV. Yeah, have you seen Rocky IV?
No.
Dude, you need to watch it.
I've heard a lot about it. Apollo
it's
dies in that one, right?
Yeah.
He gets killed. In
spoiler alert. Yeah.
spoiling the end of every movie as we go down this list. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, speaking of Carl Weathers again, so he fights. So in this one, he fights Dolph Lundgren in a. It was supposed to be an
Exhibition, yeah.
Expedition. No,
Kind of like
Exhibition.
Yeah, exhibition.
exhibition.
Kind of like Rocky's in his original fight was supposed to be an exhibition.
Oh, remember when he fought Hogan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I think
fun.
I was getting to that one. Anyway, so so there's a scene in Rocky 4 where Drago grabs him. Remember that he grabs him and he throws him right into the corner.
Yeah.
Right after that scene, Carl Weathers quit. He quit on the spot. Like, who's this guy just throwing me around? It wasn't even part of the script.
Oh, shit.
You know, he was just trying to move. So Dolph Lundgren actually did it, and it became a big. It became a big scene in this
Yeah, they
movie.
kept it in the.
Yeah. So, yeah, he said, "I'm calling my agent. I'm done." He walked out of the ring, and I guess later on they talked and they said, "Come on, dude. I mean, that was perfect. You know, it showed
How
what this
strong
big
this
Russian can do. You know." So he's like, "Yeah." It took 4 days to get him back into the ring again with the.
Is Dolph even Russian?
No, Chris.
Dolph Lundgren.
I think he's.
I feel like he's probably German or something.
Yeah.
We'll-
He's from
keep-
Scandinavia.
Keep going, and then Chris will tell us.
Anyway,
He's a Czech. No.
He's a Swedish actor and filmmaker.
Swedish.
Swedish, yeah.
Like those Swedish fish?
So he was probably a very nice guy.
Super nice guy, Dolph Lundgren.
So anyway, so then now we get to Rocky 5. Sage Stallone, his son was in the movie,
Okay.
which another kid, another family member. Do you remember? Oh, so brother, earlier you said Tommy Gunn.
Yeah. So that's where Tommy Gunn's
So Tommy Gunn was originally from Oklahoma,
Mhm.
and then he moved here. Was it to
think-
Kansas City?
I think so. He was.
Yeah, and somehow
He was
he
fighting around
was a
here.
professional boxer. What was his real name? Tommy. It was Tommy Gunn, but Chris.
Tommy Bahama?
Tommy.
We don't need his
Tommy
name.
Morrison.
Oh yeah, Tommy Morrison.
Yeah,
That's
Tommy
right.
Morrison was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a professional fighter, and so when Rocky made the 5th one, he's like, "Man, I need to use this kid." I think he was from Oklahoma. I think even in the movie they said he was from Oklahoma. I don't even remember now. Damn it! But so let me see. So that was cool having Tommy Gunn in there, and then the Don King role. You remember that? The manager.
Oh yeah.
George Washington Duke was the name, who was the guy, the promoter, who was supposed to be playing like a Don King
Like a Don
part.
King, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if Sylvester Stallone got sued for this, but he used the phrase "only in America" in the movie, which was Don King's phrase.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure something came up. I'm sure he
They might have paid a little bit.
paid for that.
They had like trademarks or something.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And so in 1976, Sylvester Stallone earned $23,000 for Rocky. Right?
He was paying himself.
Right. And in 1990, Rocky 5, he earned $15 million. So what's the years from 76 to 90?
14 years, 24 years,
Man, that was quick.
24 years. Oh no, 14 years.
Yeah. So that's my Rocky. And I think those are probably the best ones because I don't even remember what Rocky 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even know how many they made.
In 12, they did go to Germany.
Rocky 12?
Mm-hmm.
It was a 12th one?
No.
Oh.
That's
That
Fast
would
and
be dope.
Furious.
Ah,
Let me see. Rocky 6, 7. It might have been. I think that's when Creed started to come around.
Creeds were good.
And those are the ones that I didn't watch.
Well, I mean, those were some interesting facts for
They're
sure.
on right now. You can watch them on the,
Yeah, we can watch
the
them.
online streaming.
Yeah. Speaking of Rocky, going back, are you a celebrity boxing fan?
Yeah, yes and no. I've seen most of them. I don't know if I've paid to see them live. I'll just watch it after after post on everything else.
Yeah. Like Logan Paul. No,
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, Jake Paul. He was a YouTuber, right? Or what was he?
Yeah,
What-
they
Yeah.
do YouTube and like TikTok and things like that. Clip-based content.
Yeah, is he the one that fought Carrot Top? Or Carrot Top fought somebody like that, right?
I think he fought a YouTuber, but it wasn't. Logan Paul.
Jake Paul's been fighting like actual boxers, decent people.
Yeah. Well, he fought that Tommy Fury,
Mm-hmm.
and he got beat, which I actually think he didn't. I thought he won that fight, but they think he fought a real boxer. So we're talking a YouTuber against a real boxer.
But like, what do you need to become a real boxer?
What do you need?
Some
Like-
skills?
Like,
Is that it?
aside from legitimate training,
But I guess that's what I'm saying though. Is
I
like,
know. I think that's all it takes. You just need
this guy's
actual
got the money
training
and the time. If he puts in the money and the time, why
Yeah,
would he
that's-
not be an actual boxer?
Yeah, that's true. The time, I think, like you said, the time's the issue, and put in the work, you know. So
Yeah. I mean, I know what he's known for, but at the end of the
if you got
day,
any kind of talent,
if you're
it's
putting
possible to be
30
able to-
plus hours a week into boxing training, then you're a boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think he's legitimate. I think Jake Paul's legitimately a professional boxer now.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure
now-
that first one it was.
The what?
The first one? Like,
Logan?
yeah. No, it's always been the same guy.
No. His brother fought.
Then his brother did it one time or something like that. But
Yeah, I
he's
think he
the
fought-
one that fights everybody.
Right, he's starting to fight everybody, but it wasn't Mayweather. His brother fought Mayweather. I don't know if you remember that one. Logan Paul,
Yeah,
and that was a good fight, but he ended up losing that one. But supposedly it's reported that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are going to fight.
Go fight.
There's verbally
wow.
they verbally agreed to a 50 million exhibition fight. That's
Crazy.
that would be so.
50 million for exhibition. Isn't that?
I know, right? That would be so dope, though, to see Mike Tyson put it to this guy.
Yeah.
You know, because I think Mike Tyson has said that this guy's just. I mean, he's not a real boxer. He hasn't fought a real boxer yet, but he did fight that Tommy Fury, who was a real boxer. But
Well, it's funny. Like he could have had boxing training, you know, as a youth and stuff,
Right.
and did, you know, and then went on to something else. Because like a lot of those child star actors, you know, they dance and sing and do stuff. So then they start off as an actor, then they become a singer. You're like, wow, I didn't know they can sing.
yeah,
Well, they were taking singing lessons back when they were younger. So who knows?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If you start putting in that time, I mean, even if
Yeah,
you
so
started
he could have been a
18
boxer.
or if you started at 25, if you start and you're putting in the time and effort and you're making money from it, you're kind of a boxer.
yeah. And Jake Paul had fought somebody here recently, and they wanted to turn it in. Now he was going to fight MMA, change the rules around. He fought an MMA fighter, right? Beat him. And then now this MMA fighter's like, well, now let's get into the octagon and let's fight my style. And Jake Paul's like, well, let's do it. You know, I'll do it. Speaking of Jake Paul.
Your job being to get trained, just like Stallone, like your job is to get buff.
Yeah.
That's what you're writing the script for. Like, okay, just
Let's just do it.
let me just be in shape and do this diet and then go make 50 mil.
But this is real stuff right here. You know?
Sure, he's getting hit in all those other ones. I know Mike Tyson is Iron Mike Tyson, but like he's still getting hit.
True.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Logan Paul is a WWE wrestler. And he's pretty damn good.
I haven't watched any of his stuff, but I've seen the clips that he's in there.
he's done some cool shit, man. Yeah, these guys are they're freaking, they're probably billionaires now, wouldn't you say?
No,
Not even?
No.
These guys are making a lot of money,
they're making a lot of money. They're not.
but not billionaires.
No,
Not even close.
no. They
Man.
do live in Costa Rica to avoid
They
taxes.
have their own island.
to avoid taxes.
Really?
So when they go to these fights, it'll how it shows like the hometown where you're from.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's
it
the
says
show?
Costa Rica.
That's what that's their hometown.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Man. You're an MMA fighter? I mean, fan?
No, not really.
No. Brother,
Mhm.
you watch MMA?
Yeah, sometimes. Like, you know.
Do you get the pay-per-views?
Nah, just whatever.
Whatever's on TV.
whatever.
Well, remember back in the day, you couldn't watch
Right.
an MMA fight?
Yeah. It's too
Man,
violent.
There's always a stream that you can steal it from. There's all you shouldn't be
True.
paying for any viewing.
Or if you just wait till the next day, you can watch it. 'Cause
All the
it'll be-
clips will be out.
all the best
it's
parts
easier,
will
it's
be
easier
out.
now to watch
Yeah.
it. Man.
There was speaking on that, there were some people that were on like video game streaming platforms, and they attempted. I think it was before the Super Bowl, but they basically put the screen up and they had a controller acting like they were playing like Madden and just watching the actual Super Bowl. Just like, oh, there we go. Yeah, just trying to make it look like they were playing a game just to stream it.
Dang, that'd be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, until you get caught.
I think you know what? Now that you say that, I did see a clip of Mahomes. Somebody did something like that. So, speaking of Mahomes, did you see the fake Mahomes that was at Oak Park Mall?
No.
That was some guy. I mean, he looked just like him. Mahomes is what, like 6'5", or he's a tall guy, right?
Yeah,
Big.
he's tall.
And this guy didn't look that tall. This guy probably looked like 6'1", 6 foot. And he's taking pictures and selfies, and people are just following him through Oak Park Mall. And then there's the guys that are shooting video. They're telling he's not real. That's not him. Shit, this dude was loving it though.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, brother, what time is your practice?
7:30.
What time we got?
7:28.
Oh, brother,
I'm
I
getting
don't
you,
want you to be late. I guess we better call this a
Yeah.
show. Well, brother, thank you for coming in.
Yeah. Hey,
Appreciate
thanks for having
you.
me.
I appreciate you coming in. I know I talked a lot there for a long time.
A lot of facts.
A lot of
A lot of
facts.
facts. A lot of cool facts, though. Interesting facts.
Yeah, but yeah, again, I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry it was a short notice, but I was like, I'll call my bro. I bet he'd be game to come in.
Yeah. So what episode was this?
This is what did I say? It was?
86.
86.
Yeah, 86.
Cool.
4 to
damn.
86.
4 to
That's a big
86.
jump.
That's 90.
Yeah.
So we'll see you at 200. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, taking the time to join us. What do you think of the studio?
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was all November.
Oh, yeah.
This is all I did for 4 weeks in November, just trying to put things together.
At one point, it was like can't we make it happen? Because there was a lot of stuff down here.
Yeah.
Treadmill down here, some couches, a bunch of chairs, a foosball table,
Dirty carpet.
dirty carpet.
Very dirty carpet. I can't figure out if it was because of Marcos or if it was because of Dallas.
The dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Once again, thank you, bro. Appreciate you coming in.
All right.
Nephew, I appreciate you sitting here with me.
For sure. Give a
Yeah, since
round
hopefully,
of applause for everybody today.
yes, hopefully AO gets that position that he's been wanting to up at Starbucks. So
Then maybe he'll bring Starbucks for us.
fuck, you know how hard it is to get him to buy me just one small drink. Man, he comes in here with Starbucks for himself. Give me a drink, man.
I see that a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until next week, adios.